basically sucked. You know, I still remember Rogan calling me and going, we're moving to Austin. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I'm going to tell you what. It's not because I don't love Joe. It's not because I don't like Brian. It's not because I don't like fucking Texas. How much we love Austin, Texas.
Papa does.
It was because I needed family. It was time to have the people that I banged it out with around. I loved Ari. I loved Duncan. I loved Ryan Sickler. I loved the Comedy Store. And they're all great and dandy. But we're all men fighting for ourselves out there. It wasn't like we were a team fighting these motherfuckers. It was every man for himself. And as soon as you had a team, you'd realize they'd stab you in the back to get stage time or something stupid. You know, it was about stage time. And you're like, what the fuck? There's more to life than this, guys. So, I don't know. It was just time to go. The holidays were killing me. Once I got the wife and the kid, it was like, what kind of holidays are these? What kind of fucking holidays are these? These people don't even say Merry Christmas to you on the street. Everybody takes off, which I don't blame. That was, maybe in part, that was my mistake because I was so fucking, I wanted to shoot projects. Like, I always knew that the best part of the year for me was December. December 1st through December 26th, when I woke up every morning, my dick was hard because I knew there was a role. I knew I was going to come out that season with something because all these other suckers would leave. And I go, okay, watch these motherfuckers that leave. These are the same people that tell you nothing's happening for them. And I'd say to them, guys, stay here now. Because you know how many fucking things I booked on the 20th? I remember I shot a fucking NFL commercial on Christmas Eve.
Gee, and no one else was there.
No one else was there. And by being there, the guy goes, hey, we're going to shoot another commercial, and then another commercial. We need an actor for that one. Stick around for the block. So I shot 2 NFL commercials. There were shitty commercials because there were NFL promos, and I got 306 for them. So I made 212, 306. I made 612 for the fucking day. But at least I made $612 on Easter. But I would sell my Christmases for those stupid roles. You know, like I wanted to book shit. I wanted my January to be busy.
Right. But even like you're saying with your family, but for me, I would see my mom twice a year for a week. And I'm 34 now. I didn't think I'd want to be living with my mom at this point. But it's been a great 2 years to like see her every day.
And I told you that, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You always said go back
Living
home.
with mom when you're a little lost, when the shit gets dangerous, you know, you go back to your basement. I don't go, oh, your bedroom's now a study. I don't give a fuck, Mom.
Yeah.
I'll sleep next to the water heater. I don't give a Frenchman's fuck downstairs. Just to smell that smell. Mm-hmm. And it brings you back. It brings you, for me, I just wanted to, I don't know. I just wanted to get back. I wanted to get my life back to normal, Lee. That was basically the fuck it, you know.
Or whatever version of normal.
Well, normal. And the normal that I like is what I'm doing right now. This is the most that I want to do. You know, AC/DC got a song about whatever, and it's, I love the lyrics, you know. I know I ain't doing much. Doing nothing means a lot to me.
I mean, look.
Doing nothing means a lot to me because I have not stopped. Since I was 13, 12, 11 years, I haven't fucking stopped. I haven't fucking stopped. I get up in the morning and I go outside, I drink my coffee for 20 minutes. I tell the world how grateful I am to be in the world and shit. And I think about, like, what do I got to do? It went from me doing, I remember my notebooks, like my schedules, I would have 10 things in a fucking day. 10 things. I remember, like, getting home and going, woof, and going, fuck, I got to go back to the Comedy Store and do 3 more shows tonight. Now I wake up, I got 3 things on my books.
And you're happy.
And I'm fucking ecstatic. I don't have these idiots calling me all fucking day, trying to put me in clubs and all this shit. I don't have any of that. And I don't want any of that stuff. I'm very happy with those fucking 6 shows in New York. I am. Guys, you have no idea. You have no idea. Somebody's been calling me, a dear friend, and like, listen, they want you at this place September 27th to 28th. You know why I don't want to do it? Because that'll be 5 shows in September. I only want to do 3 a month. How's that for you, motherfuckers?
But getting to see Mercy too.
Getting to see grow up.
This is the most time I've spent with her, and she's almost 10, and she's funny. Like she's funny. Like she's turning into a perfect mixture of both of you. We were out last night, and I was joking with her about the weather, and she goes, "It was what it was." Like that's what they should say at the end of the newscast. What's the weather? It was what it was. The day's over. Why does it matter? And I'm like, you're 9 years old.
Doug, this.
Fucking
We hang out with a
hysterical.
black couple that I love to death. They're interracial, and they're great people. The dude is black, and I love him to death. Whenever Mercy sees him, she goes, "What's up, homie?" And my heart stops. My heart stops. She calls everybody else by their first name, but for some reason, she calls his brother. She goes, "What up, homie?" And I fucking just shake my head. I'm like, "Oh, well, this is not going to work out." But I'm used to it. No, that was another thing, Lee. The biggest problem I had with LA towards the end was, how can I raise my daughter in this fucking city?
Yeah.
How can I raise my daughter in this city where, you know, I love when people judge LA and they've never been there, they don't just know. They just don't know, and they'll sit in their fucking newspaper article at the New York Times or the New York Post or whatever the fuck they do, and they sit there because the rules change when you're in LA. The rules change. You know, the other night I was watching, anybody see this, the thing about Woodstock?
The 99?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't we just have that on? Was that here?
Yeah, we just had that.
Okay.
on.
I
Did
was
you
like,
watch it?
Oh my God,
No, there was one a couple months ago.
3 episodes. It's on Netflix. It's 99. I'm going to tell you what I saw. Episode 1, I saw a lot of naked women. Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of people are naked, a lot of naked women. First night when I watched, because the first night we watched 2 episodes, and then we watched the third with you.
Oh, okay.
By the time the first one was open, I looked at my wife and I go, I'm surprised they didn't report a lot more rapes. You know?
You would think so with all the drugs and booze. There was
And
so many
by
people there.
fucking the third episode, they were like, after that thing. Well, right there, right as soon as I told my wife, episode 2, the Red Hot Chili Peppers were on stage, and something had happened. I don't even know if it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Something had happened, and a truck had pulled into the middle of it. Like, they're on stage, and all of a sudden a truck just pulls, like, 50 yards away, but what the fuck, a truck? And the security ran in there. By the time the security got in there, they opened the truck, and there was a guy putting his pants on, and a 15-year-old girl naked passed out.
Jesus.
So I was like, what'd I tell you, Terry? And we're getting to this point. The point is, once episode 3 came, they were discussing all the rapes and all the rapes that had occurred, and it was horrible. Women were getting groped and tortured. They were fucking them in the corners, raping them in the corners. It was not good. And they didn't even tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? Because they just went up what was released. They didn't tell you all the shit, which you have to, as an American, as a human being, you're like, there's more shit. If all this shit happened, if they built the fire, I mean, and it was, and again, I'm sorry for my language, but this shit's got to be stopped. It was white people shit, okay? And I'm not talking about the people who went to the concert. You ready for this one? You got 250,000 people at a concert. This is one of the reasons I didn't do comedy during the fucking COVID. Because this was 99. These kids paid. First off, it was 100 degrees, and they took their water when they came in. Made them pay for water. I mean, it was just a ton of shit that, listen, it's greed. But then the white shit came in. 250,000 people. And the guy that organized Woodstock in 66 or whatever it was, 69, wanted to pass out candles.
To what? To a forest fire? What are you going to do?
No, he wanted to pass out candles because the head of the Columbine had just happened.
Oh, jeez.
And the head of the Columbine Society for Kids. And again, I understand, I'm very compliant. I know what your losses are, but this is 250,000 savages. And you want to go out there and give out 250,000 candles because you want to take a picture for awareness at youth of gun control? It would be such a great moment. No, it wouldn't. These guys are animals. They haven't slept in 3 days. They're fucking filled with fucking drugs. And they smell like shit. They're covered in shit. They were swimming in shit. The New Jersey board, the New York board went up there and tested the water. These people shouldn't even have skin by now within the shit and the fucking dirt and what was Rome, New York. You know, when you look at this, you know that's not a safe place for a fucking girl.